The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
For some reason, I was thinking about this over the weekend. I don't even know why it came up, but I started talking, might have been up when I was at Spices at Peak Lodge, where I had a great weekend. You've been up there, haven't you?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So good.
I'm going to make it a bucket list to get to more of those Spices joints.
Yeah, Christmas in
Absolutely
July there would
outstanding.
be an absolute vibe.
I was thinking that. But at some point we were talking because, when you're there, there's other people up there, obviously, and you get to chat to them. They have they had an afternoon session where you have some mulled wine and stuff like that, and we were chatting away. And somehow we came up talking about, like, when you were kids, were you ever forced to play any instruments?
Yeah, clarinet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my clangers were violin.
Oh, but that's a good one.
No, it's not.
No, that's a good one.
No, it's not.
Oh, no romance.
Violin, and then I played the beautiful euphonium, I think it was called.
What
which
the
is
hell is that? Oh, is that big thing?
It's a big, like, horn-based.
Yes.
Sort of
Yeah.
My friend's my friend's kid is playing that
Yeah.
instrument.
Pointless.
And I'd never heard of it.
Pointless.
I've never seen it.
And a violin's equally as pointless. I
No,
mean-
it isn't.
No.
No.
Oh,
Well, it is because
But the
the
violin's-
99.99 percentile of people that learn instruments as a kid, and clarinet,
That's useless.
Clarinet.
I learned a trombone.
99
tuba is useless.
99.99% are not going to end up doing it
The
professionally.
guitar.
right?
That's all you need to
Which
learn.
means
Teach them the guitar.
the only instruments you need to learn as a
Yes.
kid are ones that you can potentially use to impress people at a party.
No.
That is it.
No.
That is
Well,
it.
Or that
So
you can
it
pull
is.
out- or
It
that
is.
you can pull out around a
It is
campfire.
guitar.
No.
Yes.
Or potentially,
I'm
I'm
dancing with you
saying,
on this one,
if you're a
Lutzi.
bit fancy, potentially piano.
Well, the piano.
Oh, the piano's
And
hot.
that is it.
The piano
Every other
is one.
instrument in the world is useless.
No.
Apparently, if you can play the piano, you can play the guitar. But like, when have you ever sat around? Imagine if we were sitting around at Kokoda and someone pulled out a bloody tuba. What are you going to do with it?
Or a
What
violin.
or a violin.
Come
Especially
on,
when you-
honestly,
when you
unless
sit
I'm in
at-
an Irish pub,
Yeah.
there's no way I'm going to utilise a violin in my life.
One of my kids
Let
brought
alone
home
clarinet.
as a musical instrument, and it was that giant, huge thing.
You know,
So
13,
it's like-
24, 10, if your parents
What are
made...
you
what's the
doing?
most useless
Yeah.
instrument that your parents made you play as a kid? But yeah.
I'm all for kids learning the music. Like, they should be
Yes.
forced to learn it.
But
I
it's
reckon.
pointless.
If we're going to teach them maths, we got to teach them music
No,
as well.
if-
But it's got to be cool music. You can't be teaching
My
the kids a clarinet,
Well,
please.
why? When are you going to pull out... Sorry, guys.
When?
Can you just... Can someone give me a D so I can just start playing the clarinet?
Look, if a guy pulls out a guitar at a party, I'm out. It means, like, if you're playing
please,
guitar
well,
at a
then you're
party,
out.
There is a
Come
bit
on.
of get your hand off it
it
factor
means
because
you're an unemployed actor who,
Okay, well, but what instrument then do you reckon is worthwhile playing other than a...
if you can whip out a piano at a party, then
Well, if there's
you've got the ladies.
like yeah, exactly. So there was a piano at that's how it came up. There was a piano at Spices. And I thought, geez, wouldn't it be just great to sit down right now and just
Yeah.
have a sing along? I'll just play. What do you
You
like? A
should
bit of Billy
learn
Joel?
it.
Okay. I'm not
Yeah.
going to learn piano.
yeah, learn piano because
I'm not
that'd be
gonna learn.
hot. No, I
Okay,
didn't
I know,
go
hang on,
yet.
you
No,
were
that'd be good.
defending other instruments. So give me one that is on any level useful to anyone other than professional at the Queensland Symphony Orchestra.
Yeah.
No, if someone played the violin at
Nah.
a campsite, I'd be like, oh.
No, you wouldn't. It's
Yeah, I
pointless.
would.
It's a.
And what would you do? Have a sing along with it?
Oh, how good
or
would
you-
bagpipes be?
Can you play, yeah, what are you going to play? Play some Beethoven.
Yeah.
And let's all,
quite
a hot
let's all
debate.
sing along to Beethoven.
I'd be like, what
13, 24, 10, useless one.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
You got me fired up, Lutzi, talking
Yeah.
about useless instruments too, because I think it was the tuba, but it's a giant instrument that one of our kids came back with,
Yeah.
right? But it wasn't theirs, obviously, it's the school's. And then they go, yeah, this is the instrument that I've got. It's worth $5,000. If I harm it, we have
gotta
to
pay
pay
for
for
it.
it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that thing can sit in the corner there.
Yep.
Nobody
No one
touches
touches it.
Nobody even look at it.
Yeah.
Nobody
definitely don't play it.
Nobody even look at that thing. It is
Like,
going
why?
back intact. Exactly.
Why are they giving tubas?
What
And
is-
it's so big, it would
Teach
displace
them-
your dog from the
You got to
boot.
carry it to school. It's a complete nightmare.
come on.
Rubbish.
Okay, all you famous tuba players out there, can you give us a call?
I played the
Te-
tuba
tell
for
us-
a few months.
Tell us how successful it is pulling the tuba out around
Yeah.
the campfire
Yeah.
and what you can
Bum,
do with it.
bum, 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 bum. There we
Well,
go.
What do we got? Al, what do you got, mate?
Look, when everyone was learning the recorder at school, learning Three Blind Mice,
Oh,
I was
yes.
so bad, they gave me the triangle.
So, like, what's Like, when are you going to pull that out ever again?
So what they made, I know,
Band
like
camp?
at the end of every line, it was 3 blind mice, and I go ting, and that's it. You know.
You know what the triangle leads to? What a triangle player becomes when they grow up.
What?
A dong player.
They hit the dog.
Um,
That's as good as it gets.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.